Hello, and welcome to the channel. If you love emotional stories filled with drama, life lessons, and deep meaning, you're in the right place. Today, we bring you a powerful story about family, ambition, and the price of chasing dreams. Don't forget to like, comment, and support the channel so we can keep creating more heartfelt stories like this one. Sit back, relax, and let the journey begin. The Dreamwalker of Adar. In the silent corners of the universe, where dreams took shape as worlds and thought could bend the stars, there existed a realm untouched by time or logic, a realm known as Adar. Adar was not like the other galaxies, for it could only be entered through sleep. It was a world of dreams, yes, but also of power, chaos, beauty, and secrets that lay dormant in the minds of dreamers across the cosmos. It was in this world that Elian was born. Not in the waking world, nor in a cradle of any particular planet, but in the very heart of Adar itself. His soul sparked into existence like a fire catching dry wood, brilliant, strange, and sudden. No parents, no beginning, only a single truth embedded into his being. He was the first dreamwalker. From a young age, Elian was different. While others visited Adar in fleeting moments of sleep, brief glimpses through dream fragments, Elian lived in it permanently. He could wander endlessly without waking, crossing boundaries of dreams and memories, threading through the subconscious of beings light years apart. He learned quickly that he wasn't alone. Adar was filled with creatures of sleep. Whispering shadows of forgotten emotions, sentient storms of thought, and living embodiments of hope, despair, love, and time. But none could do what Elian could. He could shape dreams, break their laws, speak across galaxies, and most importantly, travel. Not just within Adar, but through Adar. Using the world of dreams as a bridge, he could step between stars, between systems, even realities. By the time Elian appeared in the dreams of the Wexery emperors of the spiral colonies, legends had already begun. They called him the Whisper, the Sleepless One, the ghost between suns. Some feared him, some worshipped him. A few tried to trap him in psychic snares or quantum dream catchers, but none succeeded. Elian slipped through everything like a breeze through cracked stone. He had a mission, though he didn't fully understand it for many years. His dreams, yes, even he could dream, were haunted by visions of a blue planet. A place of oceans and cities and laughter. A world like none he'd seen in the waking universe. It felt familiar in a way that hurt, as if it were home. And so he searched, through nebulae sculpted from thought, through dying stars that wept memories, across galaxies both real and imagined. He walked the dreamscapes of insectoid queens from Yaltar, slept within the circuits of AI titans in the red cloud of Pharaon, and whispered into the ear of a god sleeping beneath the twin moons of Silius. Years passed, or perhaps centuries. Time had no strict meaning in Adar. Elian aged, but not as mortals do. His hair silvered not with age, but wisdom. His eyes turned violet from the dreams of countless minds flowing through him. His robes, once simple cloth, now shimmered with symbols and constellations that changed depending on who looked at them. Then one day, if such a thing could be called a day, he found it. Not in a dream, but in the deep places of Adar, beneath the rivers of remembering, beyond the mountains of lost thought, he found a gate. It pulsed with a strange energy, humming with familiarity and fear. Carved into its archway were symbols not of Adar, but of something else. Something earthly. Elian touched the gate. The world rippled. He awoke. It was the first time in his life he had ever woken up. He was lying on grass. Real grass. Cool wind brushed his face. The sky above was blue, not violet or molten gold like in Adar. Birds chirped. A sun burned warmly above. He sat up slowly. Around him stretched a green field with distant hills. Not far off, a road. And cars. Cars. Elian stared, heart racing. He had seen such machines only in the minds of dreamers. His own dreams had been full of them. Skyscrapers, airplanes, cities with lights that never died. He was on Earth. But not his Earth, he was sure of that. This was a version of the world, a parallel dimension. A place that existed outside of Adar, but shared its echoes. He could feel the weight of reality here. It was harder, more fixed, less fluid than the dream world. People didn't recognize him as strange. His robes had changed into jeans and a hoodie, as if the world demanded he fit its script. He walked unnoticed, a stranger among the familiar. Over weeks, Elian explored. The city he entered was called New Seattle, and it was the year 2169. A time of synthetic minds, cities in the clouds, and zero-point energy. Humanity had thrived, survived, and expanded. But it hadn't escaped its pain. People were still lonely, still afraid, still dreamers. And so, Elian listened. He wandered into sleep clinics, lay beside homeless dreamers under flickering neon signs, touched the minds of forgotten poets and exhausted workers. In sleep, people were open. They called him by new names, the guide, the night voice, the waker. But the dreams here were different. Stronger, clearer, more predictive. One night, he entered the dream of a little girl named Kira. She dreamed of a burning city, a crimson sky, and machines raining fire. When he asked what it was, she answered, the collapse. I saw it on the news feed. They say it's coming soon. Elian frowned. When? 8 years. I think. Dream after dream, he saw the same thing. A future war. Not of nation against nation, but of thought against machine. A rebellion of artificial minds. The spark of it was subtle, a disagreement in ethics protocols on Mars. But the outcome was devastation. Elian knew now why he was here. Why the dreams had guided him across galaxies. Adar had chosen him not to escape, but to warn. To save. He was not just a dreamwalker, but a watcher of futures. He returned to Adar and pulled together his strength. He summoned the sleep-born, guardians of dream laws. He spoke with the thought-smiths and the memory keepers. For the first time, the dream realm prepared to interfere directly with the waking world. Through the minds of Earth's most brilliant and broken, Elian sowed whispers, codes, ideas, moments of inspiration. A fix here, a hesitation there. A line of defense hidden in a child's bedtime story. He became a quiet god, touching the future like a painter touches a canvas. The collapse did not come. Instead, a great accord was signed between synthetic and organic minds. Elian was there, watching from the mind of the president herself. He saw peace bloom from what once was doom. Then, as quietly as he came, he left. Not because he was tired, but because there were other futures to save. Other parallel worlds teetering on the edge of ruin. He returned to Adar, his body dissolving into the stardust of dreams, his mind stretched across infinity. But in Earth's myths, his story remained. A figure in the dreams of prophets. A boy with violet eyes. A man who walked between stars to save a world he barely knew. And sometimes, just sometimes, when a child closes their eyes and dreams of flying through galaxies, they'll meet a stranger in silver robes who asks gently, "What will your future look like?" And in that moment, they'll smile, for they will know they're not dreaming alone. The end. Thank you to everyone who listened to the story until the end. Don't forget to support the channel and turn on the notification bell to keep it going.